Hey guys, welcome to part 6 of my video series on traveling abroad and studying abroad. In this video I thought I'd take a break from talking about things that I studied or I saw, did, and talk about 3 funny things that happened while I was living studying in Mexico. So the first one is based on the pictures that you see here and has to do with running out of gas. So just about every day the family that we're living with, the father, he drove my roommate and I to school in their car, which was a pretty old car, but it seemed to run just fine. About halfway to school, we ran out of gas. And we were still I want to say a good 3 miles or so to the nearest gas station. And it just happened to be so lucky that the rest of the way there, all the way to the gas station, was a slight downhill. There were a lot of stoplights and stop signs, and he obeyed all the street laws, and we just happened to get there because it was all downhill, and he just kind of rolled up into the gas station, and we made it. And I thought that was really a funny experience. Let's take a look at the next one. So for number 2 here, this has to do with something that happened at the school in which I was studying. So we were on somewhat of a break, and there was like 2 levels at the school, and at the top there was a walkway, and you could look down on top of the people at the lower level walking to their classes or doing whatever. And from up top I could see something on the ground. I couldn't quite tell what it was. It kind of looked like maybe a dog had come on the campus and done its business right in the middle of the yard there. And as people started to walk closer, they also looked at it and they started to swerve around it. So it seemed like a dog had done his business right there. And I just kind of stayed there watching because it was kind of funny to see people's reactions. And eventually they got someone out there to clean it up. And when you got closer, this might remind you of the movie Caddyshack. It turns out that someone was playing a prank on them, and it was just a fake dog poo. And everyone had a good laugh with it. It was pretty funny. Let's take a look at the last one here. So these are all pictures of what I would consider to be somewhat annoying kid figures, and it's not that this part of the story has to do with annoying kids, but what somebody said. So I was again at the school, and I was in the computer lab. I might have been sending an email or doing some work, it doesn't really matter. But a teacher comes in with some maybe middle school-ish students. I don't know, they're maybe in like the 6th grade or so at the oldest, maybe even a little bit younger, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. And he doesn't know me, I don't know him. So he comes up to me, and I guess he assumes that I don't really speak much Spanish for whatever reason, doesn't really matter. But he asks me a question, and immediately afterwards I laugh at his question, and you'll see why. So he comes up to me and he asks me, "Are these kids molesting you?" And it was really funny, and I immediately told him that to molest in English is most definitely not a cognate for the verb molestar in Espanol. So I kind of explained that to him, the differences, and he felt kind of silly, but it was a funny experience for both of us, I thought. So if you have any funny experiences that happened to you while you were traveling abroad, it could be Mexico, it doesn't have to be though, anywhere really. Why don't you share some of those in the comment section below? I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in video 7.